got a channel update for you guys. There's been a lot going on, and some things I just want to discuss with you guys. Not just what's been going on, but some future channel plans, hopes, dreams as well. I will do a bottom line up front for those of you that aren't looking to hear all the details. You just kind of want to know where your favorite reaction series is at. I've got notes, and then like I said, this is taking me multiple tries, so I'm going to stick to the notes. One, content's going to be spotty. We have some live streams coming up. I still owe you guys last week's Konosuba. That'll get done. But we've had some more health issues, and some of the like home family issues, parenting issues, whatever you want to call them, have been going on for a while, continue to be a source of stress, and a source of or something that needs our attention. And we've got AX coming up. We are traveling and covering Anime Expo for LRM and the GenreVerse, and that'll be some of the content that does go up while reactions, mostly the back catalog reactions, take a short break. We're all fine. We're not dropping any shows. I can promise you guys that. We're not giving up on Fate, on JJK, on Bochi, none of them. And we've actually got quite a few episodes of each, except for Fate. I don't have as many Fate recorded as I wish I did, but we've got a lot of the others recorded. But don't worry, we're really into Fate right now. And we're not dropping anything. We just need to get through this. We just need to get through this trip. So hopefully no more than 2 more weeks, as long as everything goes well, and I don't have any more health issues and whatnot. Well, you know, I'm always going to have some issues, but that's the bottom line up front. We're not dropping anything. We are having a delay because of a combination of situations, but we're all okay. No one's dying. No one is. There's no relationships issues, anything like that. But we have stuff going on. So that's the bottom line up front. And if you want to stick with and kind of hear a little bit, maybe get a better picture of why the GenreVerse doesn't have as many reactions, what happened to things like the Daily Cog, and where's the Patreon and things like that, stick around. I'm going to talk for a few more minutes. To those of you dropping out, thanks. Please do subscribe. Great way to help us out. Like the videos, comment on the videos, and share us with some friends and family, some forums, and spread the GenreVerse love out there. For those of you that are sticking around, I will still try to keep this relatively short. Health issues in the house. Most of you know I've got I'll say behavioral health, because that's what we call it in the military. Like the behavioral health clinics includes everything, you know, PTSD, your family members or soldiers, ADHD, all of that. Like the whole mental health, behavioral health, same thing. All right. So most of you know I've got my own behavioral health things, trauma related, as well as, you know, the history of brain injuries, bone and joint issues, groin pain, my half sack, as I like to jokingly call it, medical gruesomeness, potential warning, I guess, trigger warning. I'm fairly open about my personal health, a little bit more private about my wife and sons, of course. They are not me, but I'm pretty open. So I won't go into the half sack thing, but you can find other discussions. Watch the Dr. Stone video. That's a good one to hear more details about my some of my health issues. But one that's been recently going on, I can also blame on the army. Hemorrhoids. Not fun. Makes it hard to sit, react, and edit. And that was one of the big things last week that limited things and ruined Konosuba finale for us. We have to get to AX and do that work, and there's other things going on. I couldn't afford to be dealing with hemorrhoids for an extended period of time, so I needed to not sit up much at all. So enough about my ass. That's some of the health stuff that's been going on. Of course, with stuff like brain injuries, PTSD, it can be very, very draining on you, mentally, and be exhausting and leave you feeling tired to where you can only do so much in a day on good days, let alone when there's additional stressors, which kind of brings us to the home side of things, the chaos side of things. Like I said, I'm usually pretty open about my own health for the most part. There's still things that are private. There are still things that I simplify for you guys. But when it comes to Christine and Lucas, they're their own people. Christine's been open with you guys about dealing with things related to like long COVID, a lot of fatigue symptoms, and brain fog of her own. Migraines are a huge issue. Sometimes you'll see her wearing sunglasses. I have to myself, if I'm in bright lights for extended periods of time, that or if I want to help prevent the headaches, that or sometimes I just cope with it for a bit. But anyways, when I'm not at 100% ever, it makes it difficult when Christine, who's relatively the healthier of us, when she goes down, from whatever the situation may be, when that happens, it's extra stressful on me. Just like if she doesn't have me to help her, it's extra stressful on her. But neither one of us, are starting from 100%, and especially me. So that sucks, and that makes, even simple things, taking care of Lucas, the pets, takes a lot more out of me, and I can't push more because I need to, help her and be there more for Lucas or whatnot. That can be compounded by our son. Again, behavioral health would be the umbrella term to use without specifics. Our son is a sweet boy, a smart boy. If you've ever seen his channel, MB Lucas 13, here on YouTube, I help him out with that, managing and just checking the videos and whatnot. But the content he creates and edits, I try to advise a little bit here and there, but he struggles sometimes, and I'm not going to get into specifics, mostly because it's his life, and I don't want him to be known as I want him to be known as Lucas, not as that kid Lucas or that dude Lucas with XYZ, But it can be really difficult with him at times, and we're dealing with some new treatments, if you will, and that of course brings brings renewed stress. And it's been a really hard few weeks, and there's been nights where just no energy, no brain power left. The fight to get him to where he needs to be is taxing, and that's been one of the biggest things. It's hard to do a reaction if you're not in the right mood, and it's really hard to edit when you're super stressed. And again, because of the brain injury things, it's hard for me to I can only do so much on a good day, let alone bad days. One of the hardest things about this is we are alone here. We have no family anywhere nearby. All of my army friends are long gone. They've moved. They stayed in. I got medically retired. So we're alone here. As a matter of fact, we've been alone for a long time. And my parents are disabled and severely overweight. Even if they weren't disabled, my dad has to take care of my mom. He's a little bit better shape than she is. She's basically bedridden now. But he eats his emotions like I do sometimes. And but he let it go to the extreme. So even if he was healthy, he couldn't come out here and necessarily help us being at that same size. Not easily. My in-laws are further away than my parents, which are 12 hours away. And like my parents, they're hitting their 60s. And it's not exactly easy for them to get out here either. My sister's in North Dakota, and Christine's brother their relationship is limited. We'll put it that way. So we're alone, and everything we deal with our son, we might have moral support, but we don't have any type of relief. My wife and I have not had a night alone together since maybe 2014, 15 at the latest. Literally, we haven't even had a date night in God since maybe 2019 actually. I remember the last date night we actually got was the Rise of Skywalker. So end of 2019. That being said, we're doing okay, but it's a struggle. And I had to put my when I was in the army, the mission came first. It's a bigger, higher calling than me and my family. When the army said, "Give us your time," I had to. Whenever they allowed me to choose how to spend my time, I picked my family first, right? And I picked myself very, very much last. And that's kind of how the priorities had to be here. The mission had to come first. Only the mission is the family. Now the mission is Lucas. The goal of being a parent is to get your kid to where you're at, but better, more effectively, more efficiently, better prepared. That's the goal. That's the mission. And that's my priority is my son. That's our priority, our son. which means that the channel would come second, but I can't do the channel if I'm not healthy, and I can't be healthy, and it's overwhelming is kind of like what I was getting at. So focusing on Lucas, trying to get through things, it's difficult. It really is. I miss Daily Cog. I miss doing the Cantina weekly, not just reviews, but talking rumors and whatnot. And I want to bring all of that back to the GenreVerse, and I would love for us to be able to provide to you guys relatively uncut reactions, because I'm still big on principle of fair use, and we would definitely still have private conversations and interruptions that I would cut out of them. But guys, I struggle with 6 reactions a week. I tried so hard to get ahead, and I couldn't. And doing Patreon requires additional editing, and I know that Patreon could help us as an organization potentially get to hire an extra editor, but I can't even do the extra work it takes to get there. I want to, though. We want to. And Christine and I even want to start kind of like our own little side project, something a little bit more personal, something that wouldn't necessarily be GenreVerse and LRM related, but I can't right now. We're gonna finish what we're doing. These back catalog shows that we are covering now: Vinland, Bochi, Fate. Am I missing one? And then we were doing Kono, Suba, Mushoku. Oh, and JJK. Really enjoy JJK. We're gonna finish those, and I keep mentioning hoping to get Christine to edit, and I still hope that happens. And if and when it does, hopefully that'll be how we get to bring some of the podcasts back regularly, as well as trying to get a Patreon or something going, so you guys get extra content. Because when my house is in order, and I don't just mean like my house, but all of it, you guys are the mission. You're nowhere near national defense, but you guys are important to me, and while my family gets to come first because the channel's not national defense, and I'm blessed, I guess you could say, in that my service resulted in benefits. My service resulted in pay and benefits that at least keeps us above water. That's a good way to put it. Keeps us above water, to where I don't need YouTube to be a source of income. However, I would love to take some of your guys' money in exchange for entertainment and merch or whatnot. But it's gonna have to come in the future, and hopefully with Christine learning some skills that will benefit her, and if she ever wants to, maybe when Lucas is older, maybe she's able to go out and get a regular job. Depends on me. I might need more care by then. I hope not. We want to do more. We want to bring you guys more live streams, more gaming, more everything. I really do, and I need it. I need to be productive, and no matter how good things can go, I'm still going to be limited because of my injuries and conditions. It's the way it is. I'm pushing for as much as I can, though. So we're gonna go do AX. We're gonna come back, and we're going to get right back into it. Hopefully, Christine and I will still get some extra recordings. If we're lucky, Mushoku Tensei finale will be maybe with Brian live on Monday. Gotta clarify all of that, but we'll let you guys know. Stay tuned on the community page and join our Discord link down below. I'm usually it's usually where I talk first about things that are going on with the channel. So yeah, do join our Discord. Thank you guys for all the support and understanding. Really do appreciate it. Like I said, I need to be productive. I can't just sit and do nothing. It felt awful doing that before we started spinning up GenreVerse the way it is now. It really was rough. So thank you guys for all of that. I didn't expect this to go over 20 minutes. I guess that's it. Like, share, subscribe, and thanks again for the support, understanding, and see you guys on the next videos. Bye.